Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. The previous episode of The Bold and the Beautiful saw Dake introduce himself to Electra at Forrester Creations. On the other hand, Will struggled to understand why Luna targeted him. And then last but not least, Finn confronted Lai over her decisions and how she is the reason Luna is alive. From happy returns and loving reunions to inquiries and realizations, the audience has plenty to look forward to on the soap opera. Here's what fans can expect from the upcoming week on The Bold and the Beautiful when they tune in to CBS to watch the daytime drama set around Los Angeles. The first episode of the week features Steffi, Kelly, and Hayes surprising Finn with their return to Los Angeles. How will this joyful reunion go? Poppy assures Luna that Bill will not bail her out this time. Is this going to worry Luna? After all, nobody is vouching for her to save her from jail this time around. Steffi is determined not to allow Luna to use her pregnancy as a way out of prison. Will she be successful, or is Luna plotting something devious again? Bill assures Katie and Will that the custody case should be a slam dunk. But is he overconfident? Is this going to cause problems down the line? Sheila pleads with Deacon not to shut her out, but will he listen to her, or will he continue to ignore her and take therapy sessions with Taylor to figure out what he wants? Dake wonders why Remy doesn't want his name mentioned at Forrester. Is this going to lead to him being suspicious? When Electra comes to a realization about Will and Luna, what could it be about? Taylor counsels Deacon about his marriage to Sheila. Will this help Deacon figure out what path he should take, or does he need more time? The final episode of the week features Bill telling Liam, Will, and Katie that Luna did this on purpose. Is the family going to find a way to shut her out of their lives forever while still protecting the baby? And then lastly, Daphne inquires about Carter's relationship with Hope. Will she find out the truth? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Bill Spencer is stepping into a familiar role, one that balances his fierce business instincts with his deeply personal side as a father and partner. While Bill has spent the past few months mending fences and realigning his life after the chaos surrounding Sheila Carter, it's clear that his focus is shifting toward the people who matter most, Katie Logan and their son Will. Bill has always been a man divided between his ambitions and his heart, but this time around, his priorities seem to be taking a sincere and grounded direction. Fans who have followed his turbulent relationship with Katie know how many ups and downs they faced, broken trusts, second chances, and moments of intense passion that never seemed to fade completely. But now, with the storms of the past finally calming, Bill is ready to show both Katie and Will that he's serious about being the man they can count on. As spoilers suggest, an emotional scene will unfold where Bill sits down with Katie and Will, determined to make them understand that he's not just promising change, he's living it. Bill's tone will be calm but heartfelt as he assures Katie that his love for their son comes before anything else, and that he wants to rebuild the kind of stability Will deserves. In this moment, Katie is torn between skepticism and hope. She's heard Bill's promises before, but something about the sincerity in his eyes feels different. Bill might even open up about how close he came to losing himself completely when he got tangled up with Sheila, confessing how it made him realize what truly matters. Katie, ever the practical one, won't immediately swoon or accept his assurances at face value. Instead, she'll tell him that actions mean more than words, and that if he truly wants to prove himself, he'll need to be consistent. For Will, this conversation will carry special weight. The young man has grown up watching his parents' complicated love story play out in the public eye, but deep down, he still wants that sense of family unity that only Bill and Katie together can give him. Bill's promise to be there more often, to prioritize family dinners, school events, and the little things that build connection, will strike a chord with both Katie and Will. It's a vulnerable moment for the powerful mogul, but one that underscores his ongoing evolution. Meanwhile, across town, another emotional crossroads is taking shape as Taylor Hayes steps into a more introspective role. Ever the compassionate therapist and devoted friend, Taylor finds herself drawn into Deacon Sharp's latest marital turmoil. Deacon has built what seemed like a dream life. His marriage to Sheila Carter defied every odd, yet somehow managed to survive betrayal, judgment, and external pressure. But now, cracks are starting to show, and Taylor, always one to offer guidance even when it's not solicited, senses that Deacon's heart is heavier than he's admitting. In a quiet moment at Il Giardino, Taylor spots Deacon sitting alone, lost in thought. Their conversation starts casually, but as it unfolds, it becomes clear that Deacon is struggling with guilt and confusion. He admits to Taylor that as much as he loves Sheila, there are times he feels suffocated by the chaos that follows her. Sheila has tried to change, but her past continues to shadow their relationship, and it's beginning to wear on him. Taylor listens with empathy, but doesn't sugarcoat her words. She reminds Deacon that love without peace eventually turns toxic, and that it's okay to admit when something no longer serves his growth. Taylor also opens up about her own experiences with heartbreak, how she's learned that loving someone deeply doesn't always mean staying with them, especially when the relationship keeps reopening old wounds. Deacon, known for his tough exterior and occasional sarcasm, actually listens this time. There's a vulnerability in him that Taylor recognizes, a man who wants to do the right thing but fears the fallout. Spoilers hint that Taylor's words will hit him harder than expected, prompting Deacon to reflect deeply on what kind of future he and Sheila really have. As Taylor counsels him, she also finds herself pondering her own heart. Having watched Ridge move on while she remains the perpetual fixer for everyone else, Taylor starts to realize that maybe she deserves a chance at happiness that doesn't come from healing others. This storyline could be the start of a new dynamic for both Taylor and Deacon, one built on friendship, mutual understanding, and perhaps something more. The two have chemistry that's rooted not in passion, but in shared scars. As their conversations deepen, fans might begin to wonder whether Taylor's support could turn into something romantic, especially as Deacon finds himself questioning everything he thought he wanted. Back in Bill's world, his renewed dedication to Katie doesn't go unnoticed by others either. Brooke, ever the protective sister, will have mixed feelings. While part of her wants to believe that Bill has truly changed, another part remains cautious, knowing how easily old patterns can resurface. She might even confront him privately, warning him not to break Katie's heart again. Bill, however, won't respond with anger. Instead, he'll assure Brooke that this isn't about rekindling romance for the sake of nostalgia. It's about being the man his son needs. In a surprising twist, Ridge might also find himself crossing paths with Bill during one of these reflective moments. The two men, often rivals in both business and love, may share a rare understanding about family and redemption. Ridge, now in a steadier place in his own relationships, could acknowledge Bill's effort and even offer unexpected respect. This subtle shift in dynamics might hint at a larger narrative direction for the show, where long-standing rivalries start to give way to growth and maturity. Meanwhile, Katie's own inner conflict continues. Despite her reservations, she can't deny that seeing Bill step up for Will makes her heart soften. The idea of giving him another chance creeps into her thoughts, but she's not ready to commit yet. Instead, she confides in Donna and Brooke, both of whom have plenty of opinions about Bill. Donna, ever the romantic, might encourage her sister to listen to her heart, while Brooke reminds her of the pain Bill caused in the past. Katie listens to both, but ultimately knows that this decision will be hers alone. Her scenes with Bill in the coming weeks will likely explore the slow rebuilding of trust, with tender moments that remind fans of the chemistry that once made them one of the show's most beloved couples. On the other side of Los Angeles, Taylor's influence on Deacon continues to grow. Sheila senses the change and doesn't like it one bit. Her possessive streak kicks in as she begins to suspect that Taylor is trying to come between them. Spoilers suggest that Sheila could confront Taylor, leading to a tense exchange where old resentments resurface. Taylor will remain calm but firm, refusing to be intimidated. She'll make it clear that her only intention is to help Deacon find clarity, but the unspoken truth lingers. Sheila knows she's losing her grip on him. The potential fallout from this could be explosive, reigniting Sheila's darker tendencies just when she was trying to prove that she's reformed. The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on the intertwining of love, loyalty, and deception, and this storyline promises to deliver all three in abundance.